How to read anyone's mind. 3 powerful techniques revealed. Have you ever wondered how to understand the thoughts of others without them saying a word? What if you could tap into someone's mind, grasp their true feelings, and uncover their intentions simply by observing their behavior? In today's world, the ability to read minds is no longer just for magicians or psychologists. It's a skill anyone can learn. Mastering this technique can offer profound advantages in both personal and professional relationships. In this video, I'll be revealing 3 powerful techniques that will allow you to read the mind of anyone you encounter. These methods are rooted in age-old wisdom and scientific principles, providing you with the ability to decode thoughts and intentions with ease. To illustrate this, let's dive into an intriguing Buddhist tale that highlights how we can read the minds of others, even without using our eyes. By the end, you'll understand how body language, facial expressions, and mental focus play a key role in unveiling what people are truly thinking. The story of the blind brother, a Buddhist parable. Long ago, in a small village, 2 brothers lived together. The older brother was blind, while the younger brother worked as a farmer. Despite their hard work, their crops were continually destroyed by wild animals. One day, the younger brother came up with an ingenious solution. He decided to build a hut in the field and have his blind brother sit there, shouting whenever he heard animal noises to scare them away. This way, the crops could be protected without the younger brother needing to be present. The blind brother agreed and began performing this task each day. One day, the king was hunting a deer and passed by the field. When the king asked the blind brother if he had seen the deer, the blind man responded, "I cannot see, but I can tell you that the animal you seek is not worth your time." Astonished, the king asked how the blind man knew this. The blind brother explained that it was not a deer, but a pregnant doe, and any experienced hunter would know better than to waste time chasing a pregnant animal. When the king later confirmed this information, he was baffled. How could someone who couldn't see know so much? How the blind brother's wisdom reveals. Key mind-reading insights. The blind brother's wisdom wasn't just about his ability to discern animals. He had developed a deep understanding of human behavior and emotions by focusing on subtle cues in the actions of others. Despite lacking sight, he was keenly aware of what was going on around him. This story teaches us an important lesson. Our minds communicate through actions, and anyone can learn to decode these actions if they know what to look for. 1. Mastering focus, the foundation of mind reading. The first technique in understanding others' thoughts is to focus your mind. In order to comprehend what another person is thinking, your mind must be present and free from distractions. We often find ourselves lost in thoughts of the past or future, and when this happens, we cannot fully understand what others are experiencing in the present. By focusing on the current moment, you can better pick up on the subtle signals that reveal what someone else is thinking. Think about it this way. Have you ever had a conversation where you felt someone was distracted, perhaps constantly looking at their phone or scanning the room? This is a telltale sign that their mind is not present, which makes it difficult for them to truly connect with you. Similarly, if you're the one distracted, it's harder to fully grasp what others are saying or doing. Practical example. When meeting with a colleague, try to clear your mind of any previous tasks or worries. This will help you be fully engaged in the conversation and better notice their nonverbal cues. Doing so will allow you to gain more insights into their thoughts and intentions. 2. Understanding the language of the eyes. The second technique is to pay attention to the eyes. Eyes are incredibly expressive and often reveal more than words can. Although they don't speak, they are a window into the soul. The blind brother, despite his lack of sight, had learned the art of reading people's eyes. He could understand their emotions, thoughts, and intentions simply by paying attention to the way they looked. For example, when someone is lying, they often avoid eye contact. This is not just a physical action. It's a mental defense mechanism to prevent their deceit from being detected. Conversely, if a person looks you in the eyes with an open and relaxed expression, they are likely being truthful and present in the conversation. Practical example. In a job interview, pay attention to the applicant's eye contact. Are they avoiding your gaze or looking directly at you with a calm expression? This can give you valuable insights into their confidence, honesty, and readiness. Third, decoding facial expressions. The third technique involves understanding facial expressions. As the blind brother taught the king, the face reveals a great deal about a person's internal state. For instance, the way someone's mouth curls or their eyebrows furrow can indicate whether they are happy, sad, nervous, or angry. These facial cues are often involuntary, meaning that even if someone tries to mask their emotions, their face will betray them. Scientific research supports this idea. According to Paul Ekman, a psychologist known for his work on facial expressions, human emotions are universal, and certain facial movements correlate with specific emotions. For example, a person's eyebrows may lower when they are concentrating, or their lips may press together when they feel upset. Practical example. In a situation where a friend says they're fine, but their face is tense, their lips are tight, and their eyes are downcast, you can likely tell that something is wrong. Instead of taking their words at face value, you can offer support based on these silent cues. Bringing it all together, how to use these techniques in real life. The ability to read someone's mind goes beyond merely recognizing facial expressions or body language. It involves reading between the lines and interpreting both verbal and nonverbal signals in context. It's important to understand that this skill requires practice. Just like any other form of communication, it takes time to refine your ability to accurately interpret the thoughts and emotions of others. Here are a few practical tips to get started. Be present. Focus on the person you're interacting with and remove distractions. Being present allows you to absorb all the little details in their expressions, movements, and voice tone. Observe their body language. Pay attention to their posture, gestures, and facial expressions. These physical cues often reveal what someone is really feeling, even if they're not verbally expressing it. Listen actively. Sometimes, the key to understanding someone's thoughts is not just what they say, but how they say it. Active listening will allow you to detect subtleties in their tone or pauses in their speech, which can provide insights into their mental state. Conclusion: the power of understanding. Others, being able to understand the thoughts and feelings of others, is an invaluable skill. Whether you're building relationships, negotiating deals, or navigating daily interactions. By focusing your mind, observing the eyes, and decoding facial expressions, you can gain deeper insights into the minds of those around you. The ancient wisdom shared by the blind brother in the Buddhist tale is just as relevant today as it was centuries ago. By practicing these techniques, you can improve your emotional intelligence, develop empathy, and ultimately build more meaningful connections with others. Remember, the next time you speak with someone, take a moment to observe the subtle signals they're sending. You might just find that by understanding their thoughts, you can connect with them on a much deeper level than ever before.